Good morning, everybody. Today is Saturday, the 11th of August, 2018. I just had to laugh. So I'm out here working this compost pile. First thing in the morning, I've had coffee, but no breakfast yet. But I came out here really to kind of let the birds out of the coop and stuff. And how do I explain this? I had a weird dream last night about my worm farm there that didn't have any worms in it anymore. So I don't remember the details, but I did have a dream last night about the worm farm, that it was lacking worms, etc., etc. So I came out here and uncovered this compost pile, saw a big old ball of worms sitting right on top. So I said, you know what, I'm going to scoop those things out and put them in the worm farm, which I did. But here's the funny, hey, back up. But here's the funny thing. So this big old vine right here that's been coming out of the compost bin for a month or so now, it looks like it's dying. And I just noticed this morning, I was like, you know, first I noticed it's dying. It's, you know, dying back. I was like, it never really produced any produce. Or, you know, frankly, I didn't pay attention to it because it was wild. And I kind of thought it was a cucumber vine and didn't see any cucumbers. Anyway, a couple minutes ago, I'm putting those worms in the worm farm over there, and I gander over here and I go, what the hell is that? Look at the size of this cantaloupe. Damn, that's a beautiful cantaloupe. That's my first cantaloupe ever. Guess what's for breakfast now? Get off my cantaloupe, bugs. Pricks. So here's my lesson in symbiotic relationships today. Compost pile. Beautiful compost. Taking buckets full of this stuff. I'm putting it in my row garden because I want to get some of these cantaloupe plants out of the soil blocks. That's not working. I'm trying to prove a point here. It's hard to do with one hand because the bucket's heavy. So that compost is full of worms. Hooey. Not for you. Come on. And as soon as I walk away, these chickens are gonna start scratching away to get the worms out of the compost. And here's a good example. I put the compost down like that, and within 5 minutes it looks like that. Because the chickens just scratch the hell out of it. Go for it, girl. First you eat the worms off the top. This is why our eggs taste so damn good. Alright, babies, come on. Just in case you guys were ever wondering if chickens would eat cantaloupe, the answer is yes. Run, baby. Yesterday I had them eating apples out here. These are well-fed chickens. That's why a couple of them are so damn fat. Come on, babies. Where's my cantaloupe? Oh, Lord, they're coming from the barn now. Food. Yeah, don't be late to the party, girl. Yes, I raise organic chickens and organic chicken eggs, as you can tell. Alright, so here's today's project. Kind of spontaneous, but I had it in the back of my head. Weather is favorable, so I figure what the hell. So I'm going to use my wood cutting forestry tools, whatever you want to call it, in the tractor. And the objective here is to create a new habitat for the rabbits. So I just really want to get the rabbits out of cages. You know, they were in the domes, but that didn't work for various reasons. So my plan now is to create a number of habitats that are just natural, you know, and what I'm going to do is breed the rabbits and release most of them into these habitats They're kind of on their own. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna feed them, I'm not gonna water them. Coyotes, I'm sure we'll get some of them, but over time, I hope to have quite a few white rabbits running around in this green and brown woodland. So today, I got a couple trees here I need to bring down. Right about where this big old ugly curvy tree, you can't really tell, there you go. Big ugly, like a big bow. I'm gonna cut that thing down, and right about where that thing's sitting, if you're familiar with the concept of a hugelkultur, that's what I'm gonna build. So it's a big pile, and I'll provide videos and or photos to show you kind of step by step. But it ends up being a big pile of logs covered and filled with dirt, and then covered with topsoil, and then on top of it you can grow whatever. I'll probably grow some grass or something. So it looks like a big dirt mound from the outside, but inside there's a bunch of big logs. So that'll provide the rabbits with the opportunity to kind of build a rabbit warren so they can dig into it and basically live inside of each hugel. And over a period of time, I have no idea how many hugels I'll end up with. But at least by the end of this calendar date, I hope to have one. And of course, the nosy ass chicken's like, what are you doing? You digging? Can we help? All right, girls, saddle up. Time to get to work. Opie, what are you doing in the duck pond? Oh, baby. Is it that hot? Ooh, they're mad. Sorry, girls. All right, guys. Quick update on the new rabbit habitat. I guess what I'll call the rabbit hugelkultur. So I got the first one set up, basically cleared out a bunch more trees, cut up the trees, made a big old pile of tree lumber. So if you are unfamiliar with the hugelkultur, it's a German technique for gardening. And they dig a ditch and fill the ditch with wood, and then build a mound of dirt on top of that. The point here is that the wood underneath the dirt over years will break down and provide kind of a unending supply of mulch and compost beneath the dirt. In my case, I'm less concerned about the mulch and the soil conditioning. The reason I do it is because once I start dumping loads of dirt on top of this thing, there will be natural cavities inside of here that stay kind of open. So the rabbits will be able to kind of dig into the mound, make some cavities inside, build their nests, basically live inside of this wood pile. The fact that the wood pile is going to be covered with dirt means it's shelter from wind, rain, snow. So it's a 4-season home for rabbits that provides them with security. So once they run inside of this thing, obviously coyotes can't get them. The only predator I can think of right now that's still going to be an issue is snakes, because the same holes that the rabbits kind of run into to get inside this this pile is accessible to snakes. So the snakes will go down the same holes. But you know what? I can't handle complete security for these guys. Oh God, here comes the chickens again. Every time I come up. Now talk about your win-win. This is a big old pile of dirt that I've accumulated as I've been excavating to create a much bigger pond. Not that pond there, but you may have seen in earlier videos that right there, I'm in the process of making kind of a bigger, substantially deeper. Eventually that pond's gonna be about 8 feet deep. So I've got a lot of dirt to get rid of. So I'm glad to have a project like this one where I can move a couple loads anyway. Look how beautiful it is today. We got thunderstorms forecast for 3-4 p.m. So here, starting any time now. But right now you got the donkeys out there playing, the ducks and chickens are out playing, Huey's doing her thing. And probably within the next hour or two, everybody's gonna run for cover. Hide in the barn, hide under the trees, whatever. Maybe we won't get a storm, but we likely will. You'll also kind of see here, you've maybe seen in earlier videos where I'm thinning out the woodland area back there, all these trees. So in this particular area here, I've already removed probably 30-40% of the trees and limbed up those that I'm not removing. So eventually this is going to look like a park that we can play in and stuff. So this is about my third load of dirt, and I probably got about, I don't know, 3 or 4, maybe 5 more to go to cover all that wood. It's a good start though. Taking a little break now, cool down a little bit, and I'll be back out there here shortly. See if we can get that hugel done, at least formed up and whatnot today. I don't know if I'll finish the project today, but we got a good start. The dog drives me bananas sometimes. It's always got to be right in front of the tractor. Just a gorgeous day. Give it about 3 more weeks, it'll be nice and cool. Okay guys, probably the last update for today. So I got the hugel structurally built. You saw this big pile of wood. Covered it with the excavation, the tailings from the pond project. As you can see right here, if you ever heard of Carolina clay, that's Carolina clay. That stuff sets up like cement. So I mixed in some gardening soil and some peat moss to give things on top the ability to, get some extra nutrients so we can grow. I did stage the first rabbit entry, so that goes all the way to the heart of the hugel. So they got one door to go in, if you will. Kind of a cheat, but they would have figured it out by themselves, but why not help them? So now it's just a matter of broadcasting a blend of about 3 different species of clover. Got a crimson red, padillo, and then a white. So 3 different kinds of clover. We'll get all over this damn thing. It's gonna rain here in a little bit. I'll rake these clover seeds in, and we should have a nice clover covered hugel for the rabbits. And I'll figure out when I'm gonna release. I might do it tomorrow, but I need to tattoo their ears first. So that's my next project. I might do tonight or tomorrow morning. Enjoy.